People of Earth, good evening. We are today, December 25th, 2023. And in these times of great awakening for mankind, my mission is to bring you understanding on the current galactic events impacting the future of Earth as a planetary civilization. I am Elena Danan, emissary for the star nations present in the Solar System, and I am delighted to welcome you for the 10th episode of Star Nation News. This week, we take a closer look at events happening in the adjacent sector of the Nataru galaxy, where 3 solar systems were recently attacked by an armada of the Ciakahrr Empire. The Ciakahrr attacks on 3 civilized worlds in the 5th sector of Nataru, in the process of being contained by the forces of the Nataru Alliance, have taken a severe hit in favor of the Alliance, as it was to be expected. The 6th planet of the Darbarian system is now liberated, and all invasive forces are now expelled. The combat aiming at pushing back the invader beyond the limits of the Darbarian system should be soon completed. STEMIS 4 is still under siege as the Ciakahrr finally firmly hold position on the planet and its moon. Resistance on the ground is undergoing severe hits, and the Galactic Federation of Worlds is enforcing measures and troops on the surface of STEMIS 4. A temporary evacuation of the population to cargo ships of the Galactic Federation of Worlds has started. The Gnomopo fleet detached in the STEMIS system is for the moment held back from intervening at ground level until the local population is safely evacuated, as their ruthless arsenal could cause severe collateral damages. The Gnomopo fleet is operating in space for the moment through the STEMIS system, but the development of the situation on STEMIS 4 will soon determine if the Gnomopo shall operate at ground level. On Agura, the liberation is also in process, but taking a rather hopeful turn as the Ciakahrr fleets have been nearly all removed. The resistance on the ground on Agura was better prepared and trained, as they had just recently won in a planetary rebellion against a former global tyrannic regime. Although STEMIS 4 is still a concern, the Alliance is quite hopeful regarding Agura. Never before in the Nataru galaxy have we seen such a rapidity in successful military intervention, as the Galactic Alliance acquired recently powerful allies such as the Gnomopo and the Ciakahrr. Although we comprehend the desperate move from the Ciakahrr as a declining empire, the reasons hidden behind this apparent suicidal operation remain unclear, and we must keep our suspicion high. As to inquire about potential secret alliances of the Ciakahrr, notably keeping in mind the recent attempts of the Andromeda Mitra to mass infiltrate the Nataru galaxy by interdimensional portals, the Alliance's intelligence operators made contact with former allies of the Ciakahrr Empire. The Kiily-Tokurt, who gladly cut ties with the Nebu and their former allies in the now dismantled Alliance of the Six, of which the Ciakahrr were members, formally denied any actual or future cooperation with the Ciakahrr Empire, gladly independent, the Kiily-Tokurt from the Vela constellation are intergalactic merchants in the heart, and they do not nourish any appetite for conquest. The Kiily-Tokurt government officially declared their independence as a civilization for the aeons to come, far from any attach involving other cultures or empires' interest in invading and plundering other civilizations. The Kiily-Tokurt are affirming themselves as an independent spacefaring nation that will not repeat the errors of their past. Investigations will continue until we made sure that the Ciakahrr's temperamental operations are only the expression of the last blast of anger in spite of a collapsing empire. The Mitra were stopped from infiltrating Nataru. The Nebu no longer exists. The Kiily-Tokurt are rising now as a new, independent, peaceful entity. Only are left from the former alliance of the six, the Cygnus Solipsirai and the Zeta Reticuli Zorog. These two last powers are at the moment in the process of rebuilding their societies and their strength after the collapse of the Nebu Empire, and chances are close to zero that they would get involved right now in an offensive of the Ciakahrr Empire to gaslight the powerful Nataru alliance, from which they are, in the contrary, benefiting aid and support. One could think that this operation from the Ciakahrrs is a distraction to bring the forces of the alliance away from a different target. But the defense contingents sent to the 5th sector of Nataru are only a fraction of the global combat forces of the Nataru alliance, spread out throughout this entire galaxy. I was invited on December 20th, 2023, on the Galactic Federation of Worlds combat vessel XL6 or Excelsior at the High Command's headquarters. There, I met with the 6 High Command officers who compose the entourage of High Commander Ardana. Pleiadian officers, Thoran Eridion, Jor-El, Kira and Denethor, Ummit officer Shehenlin, and Noor officer Darmael. They showed me how they were following the events in the 5th sector on holographic screens and monitors. Their Pleiadian High Commander Kira showed me the different screens on which they could monitor simultaneously the 3 worlds under Ciakahrr attack and follow the updates of the battle. It was quite extraordinary, and this is when I was given all the updates on these events that I reported to you. One interesting point was when I asked High Commander Jor-El why are the Gnomopo being held back from intervening on the ground and contained only to space operations. His answer was staggering. It was him who described to me how the Gnomopo fleet detached in the STEMI system was for momentarily held back from intervening at ground level until the local population is safely evacuated, and how their ruthless arsenal could cause severe collateral damages. When, intrigued, I asked for more details, he explained to me that besides the fact that the Gnomopo Negumat are of course very scary looking for populations who never met them before, they also are hunters in nature. Although they are a peaceful, spiritually evolved culture, the Gnomopo eat reptilian meat. And that is why they are the seeker's nemesis, for they are the only predator above them in the food chain of this galaxy. If unleashed on a hunting operation, nothing must come in between a Negu Magnum Opus and its prey. Things that are not enjoyable to watch from a point of view of local populations. This explains the main reason why Stemmis 4 population is being temporarily evacuated. I also asked High Commander Ciakahrr about the eventuality of these attacks being a stratagem from the Ciakahrrs to cause distraction of being part of a wider cunning plan. Here is what he replied. The prime directive binds us to intervene when a world is attacked by an outside threat and to apply the appropriate measures. Nonetheless, we knew from the start that these attacks may be part of a hidden agenda, such as distraction. No military asset has been removed from the protective operations in the Sol system, High Commander Ciakahrr said. So it is definitely not a mean to weaken the Sol system's protection. As well, the Intergalactic Confederation is present in the Sol system, as well as Prince Ia's mothership Nibiru, which can transform into a powerful battle station on his command. So nothing changes here. The Sol system is not affected by the events in the 5th sector in any ways. If the Ciakahrr are fulfilling an agenda by causing a distraction such as these attacks, it will only be an agenda at a galactic scale and globally in the purpose of igniting a global galactic war. With no allies, they have been lost. They have already lost. There is a chance that they were counting on the Megopay Mitra, but this option is gone for them. We will get to the end of this. So after these words from High Commander Ciakahrr, it is good to understand that the contingents of the Galactic Federation of Worlds in our star system are only a small part of their global forces, distributed throughout the Nataru galaxy, and so are the contingents assigned to the 5th sector. This distribution of forces assures a safe situation at all times. In the midst of these events, I kept for the end sequence of this transmission the words from Anarprincia, which I am sure you will enjoy. Do not be afraid of the wars occurring near to you, for they are only the ways Creator plays out evolution. In the path of evolution, when confronted to wars, always choose peace, compassion, mediation, but always give assistance to the weaker ones. With power comes responsibility and the duty to protect the oppressed. Give instead of taking. Love instead of judging. In an ideal universe, when everything is shared in equity, wars cease. Give to those who need. Take the gifts that are given to you and express your gratitude. My children, beautiful people, made of intergalactic starlight and the love of my heart, I may be too far to hear your cries from my ship in the orbit of Jupiter, 484 million miles from Earth. But my heart tingles with the resonance of your hopes, your laughter, your despair, and your tears. You have come a long way, beautiful ones, who are just about to discover the true extent of the potential of your heritage, infinity. I am back here to tell you to not listen anymore to those of the dark who have been controlling your thoughts for the eons of time. They subverted your mind, undermined your power. Many of you are now realizing that they and their ancestors had been played, generation after generation. I am so proud of you, who dare opening your eyes and see truly without fear, without holding back, nor looking back. Hear truly the voice inside of you, coming from within. It is your higher consciousness speaking, addressing the beautiful being that you are. Stand up. The time for kneeling is gone. Sit on your throne. Wear the crown of light and firmly grab the armrests of this throne. Look into the infinite ahead of you and claim proudly, with the deepest joy from your heart, I am master of my own destiny. I am the maker of the way for my children and their children to come. I am the architect. The architect is in me. I am the creator. Creator is in me. I stand still and strong in the storms of time. I know resilience and I know confidence. I have the power to heal myself and heal everything around me. My heart beats for justice and balance. I am back within myself, sovereign, almighty, and free. My dear children, I am here back to anoint you with knowledge and wisdom. I brought back your genetic unspoiled key. Rise, spread your wings, not to fly away from reality, but to protect and lift the weaker ones towards their true altitude. On this day, receive the blessings of Creator through my love and my immortal heart. You are the angel wings of whom you call Gaia, the soul essence of Ki. Those who are looking at the sky at night, thinking they are alone, must welcome the knowledge that they are not. Celestials and people from other stars have always looked after you, lovingly watching you, and every each of your mistakes were like a knife in our hearts. But with the deepest compassion of true love, we caught your hand every time you stumbled. We watched you grow. You have come a long way already, and the road is infinite. Receive on this blessed day the anointment of Christ consciousness, your true soul frequency unlocked and operational. On this day, I am crowning you with light. Bring your hand onto your heart and hear and feel the frequency heartbeat of the universe.